Hello, everybody, and this is my first time live on YouTube. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about the future of this channel. I'm winging it. I did another version of this about 10 minutes, and I didn't like how I was vibing in it. So I'm going to be referencing this Kleenex box that I have on the side of me, hence the glasses. I don't want a video of me looking off to the side. And this kind of stupid dumb stuff is like the kind kind of like how do I say it, the level of detail I want to go at moving forward with this channel. So before I get into any projects and anything else, I just would like to say I have 61 followers. A lot of them are comic people. Just want to say hi, guys. It's been a while, and I'm going to be getting back in the swing of things, comics related content stuff. But but also some have come from Niner Yards channel from the video I collaborated with him on, and I want to say welcome. Hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of what this channel is going to be and what to expect. So, um, all right, I think we should just jump right in. So the foundation that I want to set this channel with are we're going to start with number three, and that's patience. As you can tell, I have like, I put these on because I know I'm gonna be looking off to the side, so I want there to be this consistent look of like me consistently giving the camera attention. So this is on a minute scale. Just imagine on a bigger scale, and just imagine trying to make a web series or a short film completely, almost entirely by myself. And that is a lot, and especially with some of the other parameters I'm going to be getting into here in this video, when I talk about the process in which I'm going to be making the content, at least in this beginning. Um, but yeah, patience, because patience is number three, because I want to be able to create unique videos, just unique content, in whatever form that may be, and that takes time, especially working solo. So uh, with ambitious as I want to get creatively, just please don't unsubscribe. Just, I promise you, I'm gonna give this channel, give you the people, the 61 of you, um some pretty interesting stuff, and I hope it resonates. um so this brings me to number two, and that is risk. This channel, risk is number two because it's just as important as number one, I feel. And I don't know about you, but making movies and shit is a pain in the ass, and because of that reason, I'm not going to approach any project with the intent of making something that I feel is safe or comfortable. And I don't mean like I'm going to be this outlandish brass sort of voice, but what I mean is like I want to be able to do some crazy concepts. And it's, with Film Age Studios, it's just like a fun sort of thing where I can explore whatever I want and take chances on things that maybe not a lot of people are taking chances with. And again, I'll be going into that when we get to the project section. Um, but yeah, no, I'm going to be taking a lot of chances here on some pretty interesting things. Um, so this leads to number one: ideas. Ideas are probably the most important um thing, or like the key essential for any film. Without an idea, you don't have a film, right? And the thing about ideas is they need to be talked out in order for them to grow. Okay. Now, on this channel, I expect to be collaborating with a lot of different people, um, in varieties of ways. And, you know, I'm of the mind that if I'm working with someone and it's a fresh idea, it's like it's a person coming up to me with like, "Hey man, I want to write this with you." 50-50 right off the bat. Okay? But if you come to me with an idea that you have, that you just hit that wall, that writer's block, and it's just driving you fucking nuts, right? I will throw every single idea that's rattling in this crazy mind of mine to the wall. And you, the person coming at me with the idea, take whatever it is that's on the wall that you like, change it however you like, do whatever you want to do, or just leave it all there. I don't care. Maybe all the things I've thrown at the wall loosen something in your mind to where it's just like, oh no, dude, I know exactly where to take this. Boom. Okay. I don't want credit. There's no payment, nothing, nothing. I don't care about that. What I get from helping someone jar like that idea blockage, whatever the fuck, jar that writer's block loose. Like I just want I it's weird to explain. It's hard to explain because it's hard to kind of it's like we've all seen biopics. You know what I'm saying? There's always that one guy who's just like the idea person, and it's like, oh, you stole my idea, you didn't give me credit for this, and then there's like this falling out. It's like, no, no, none of that. I have enough on my plate with trying to make my stuff abstract. What I get from helping somebody else, what my payment is from helping someone with their idea, is my mind is constantly in that creative turbine, just constantly going, right? And it's good by itself for a while. I can live in my own ideas, writing down whatever, just like nothing. But after a while, the turbine starts to fucking slow down. Okay. And it's not because I don't have any ideas of my own. It's just I've been seeing too much of my own shit. And it's like, I'm not seeing the forest through the trees. I don't have that, you know? So what helps is like talking to creative people and just throwing shit, okay? And just being like, I do not care. I have enough ideas. I'm gonna have more ideas. I'm gonna anything to help anybody get their shit done quicker. Boom. I get out of it. The turbine doesn't stop moving for me because I helped this person, because I've thrown so much at the wall. And maybe it jarred something loose in my head. That's what I hope for. That's what I love. That's what I live off of. That's the drive. And that's what's going to make this channel thrive, I think, is being able to just be like, hey, man, like, I don't know. I don't know. See, I'm already thinking up ideas and I'm just venting to nothing. And now that we've gone through all the limitation, not limitation, all the foundation of the three things that this channel is going to be founded on. um let's talk about what kind of projects are going to be on here. All right. Now, before I get to it, I need to talk about the limitations of here. And then there are two limitations. My PC has to be set up. I have to set up my PC and then take it down, okay, at the moment. So I don't think that would be like it would be a useful thing to just film one, or it wouldn't be productive for me just to film one, like, one thing, given what I have. My idea is I'm gonna be filming consistently. Over the years for birthdays and Christmases, I'd be like just memory cards or try to get a memory card from, and I have like 3 or 4 nice size memory cards, and I have this amazing phone at my disposal. Now, editing on my phone is a viable option, but I want to keep as much space free on this phone as possible for strictly the filming purposes. Um, so what I want to do is film 3 projects, boom, and then when I set up the PC, just dump the footage, right? Dump the footage, clear the memory cards, and do the process over again until all 3 projects are done. Um, so that's going to be kind of how I'm going to be creating the content. Now, as far as releasing it, limitation number 2. I'm using DaVinci Resolve and it's free. And the free version is amazing. I love it. That's why I'm using it, because I don't know why. It just has that system that I like. Excuse me. But but again, it limits your export, you know, gigs. You only have a certain number of gigs per month to release stuff, right? So because of that, I have to really like plot out what I'm going to be doing. So I want to create a back catalog, and that's what I'm going to start doing. There's a lot of projects, and these 3 projects are going to be released, sporadically. I'm going to figure out a release schedule when that time comes, but these films are going to be released relatively close to each other. And while I release those, I'm going to be working on other projects. Now, I do want to make a web series. I do want to make that, but that is going to take time to make. And I'm trying to, again, with each of these films, I'm hoping to learn how to like just streamline everything to where the web series is going to be just boom, 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 boom. Um, so that's coming. That's coming with the comics and everything. That is still very much happening. And in fact, now that one of the projects has to do with comics, one of the 3 projects that I'm working on, the first was a dream. It is 3/4 done. I just gotta do film the stuff I want to film with this phone, and then some voiceover stuff, and then I got to get some other people to do voices that I got coming in to do that. Um, and then I've been messing around with GarageBand, and that shit on this phone, man, that shit is so much fun. And I'm kind of flirting with the idea of making a score to go with that last part of that particular short. But uh, again, there's, as you can see, that one project has a lot of other projects attached to it, so that's going to be something I'm working on. The one that's probably going to come before that and before the third is going to be this new project, and I'm going to make a separate video about this later on. But I am a fan of Lars von Trier, as a filmmaker, and he and I forget the other filmmaker, they created this manifesto called Dogma 95, uh something, the vow of chastity, and it's essentially a set of rules that filmmakers up until like Harmony Korine made one, I think, with the manifesto. But I looked at it and I revised it a bit, and I'm gonna call it Shin Dogma, and it's gonna be a bit more. a little bit more laxed, and a bit more accessible, because if you want to make a Dogma 95 film, you have to get a 35 millimeter Academy color film. Fuck you. That's not gonna happen at all. It's fucking expensive. Um, but again, I'm gonna make a separate video on that. Um, the other content that I hope to do is I want to make some more scripted stuff in the form of like I if you can, I don't know if you anybody can tell, if anybody follows me on Twitter, Instagram, or I'm very vocal about um my disdain for certain properties. Mandalorian. But I feel like I have a cool idea on how I can air my grievances while having fun with it and not be so mean spirited. And I, again, that's more of like the funner stuff. Like that's more kind of like, if I get to it, I get to it type of thing. The most important thing though is I want to film stuff. I want to make films. I want to get back into that sort of swing of doing it. And with this schedule and with this sort of drive of like, okay, I'm just gonna film consistently on all these three projects and then just dump the footage and then do it all over again, rinse, wash, repeat. And yeah, and with time, if everything, you know if I if I get into that groove, man, it's gonna be fucking fun. It's gonna be really fun. But one of the things that is gonna not I'm not gonna really be doing is too many of these. I don't want to be in front of the camera too much unless I have to be. Um, I just don't think I have the personality to carry a solo venting or solo something. Just I can't carry this shit by myself. Um, and so I have no problem being in with other, like hanging out with other people, with more people, because I can riff off people better. But it's just I just don't have the I don't know, man. I just don't like the vibe I give off. Just talking to the camera, I feel crazy almost, But I don't know. Maybe, like I said, anything's possible. I might change my mind. But again, I want to be behind the camera, really showing everyone what I want to make, the kind of stuff I want to make, and dive into just whatever, just make whatever I want to make, and see where the chips lie, and try to have as much fun as possible, because I'm okay. So I mentioned the risk earlier, and so I'm gonna be. Oh shit! Hold on. Before I get to that, I'm gonna save that one for last. I'm not gonna really get too into it, but some more content that's gonna be coming is Atlanta content, Atlanta content, Atlanta content, Atlanta content. I have said that I've been working on the definitive meaning of Atlanta. Uh, don't worry, that name is subject to change because I know how people feel about definitive answers to anything. But I feel like you know what? No, no, no. I think I might leave it because I'm putting in a lot of effort into making sure that no, if anybody, if yeah, you can say you don't believe my theory, but you can't say that the evidence wouldn't be there, type of thing. And I'm gonna be working on four different versions. I think there's gonna be the one just giant long-winded multi-part version, and then there's gonna be other redacted versions. I the There's gonna be something I'm gonna be a part of later on, and I just want to be prepared, and so I may record all three, or I may record just I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I just want to make sure that like I'm ready to go because I want to be prepared, sort of thing. So Atlanta content is coming. So that's, again, once I've found the rhythm, that's when I'm probably gonna start putting more of Atlanta stuff out there. Um, there's gonna be some videos of me like talking about films if a particular one tickles my fancy. I'm probably gonna make a video about Twin Peaks, and The Return, and Atlanta with Twin Peaks and The Return. So it's like there's gonna be some pop culture stuff sprinkled in here or there. But again, I really want to just make this an eclectic charcuterie board of films, of scripted stuff, of live discussions, of just comics, of just a hodgepodge of just everything, and just really see where this channel is going to go. Now, I am working on a film, and I've said that a few times, but this time I have stopped work on the other stuff I was working on. And if if I'm able to do it with what I have, I think this might be my first feature. Um, I, the problem is it's really hard to write, and it's not hard in terms of like writing it. Writing it's not the problem. It's very dark. It's very dark, and and my thing is like, if I'm writing something, I want to write the first draft myself. Just gun it through, and then the second draft I'm going to shoot it out to a few people who I trust their opinions, and they can tell me what's there, what needs to be there, and what needs to go. Um, it's going to be really hard to gauge, but yeah, it is going to take some time. It's going to take some time to write, but ooh, it's going to really test that number two. I'm going to tell you that it's going to test the risk. Um, So yeah, that's pretty much what's on the docket. There's gonna I as I said, there's gonna be a few more videos like this. Maybe some updates here and there. I'm definitely gonna start using this a bit more. As I said, I don't want to be in front of the camera too much, but if that's what I'm able to do at the moment, then I guess I'm gonna have to do a little bit of that. So, this camera, I mean, like Jesus. Right, like I d it's crazy. It's it to me, you know what it looks like? It looks like how, in like a a Breen film, or like Tommy Wiseau, or they're just one of those like B movie like filmmakers where they need to put footage of something on a phone, and they do like it's like super clear and super detailed and all that other shit. It's like that's a horrible job. It doesn't look natural at all. That's what this shit looks like, and it reminds me of. It's like it doesn't look real. So, yeah, yeah. I'm as I said, I'm editing a lot of stuff, a lot of separate projects not related to anything here. And yeah, I just want to I don't know where I was going with that. I just want to just, get back into this channel and really have fun, because man, there's going to be some fun stuff coming. I'm excited. So, I guess the next video is going to be going over the lists of the Shin Dogma and talking about the film that I'm going to make with those limitations. There's really not much that I changed other than um excuse me. Oh, man. Oh, heartburn. But there's not uh there's not a lot I changed. Like I said, the limit is 1080p. Um you can film in 4K, but yeah, it has to be rendered in 1080p. Uh you're allowed one light, but it's not to be plugged in um to any sort of outlet. Um you can have like artificial action, um unlike the 95 where you can't. There's some others I can't remember off the top of my head. So, but yeah, just stuff like that. And I want to set up these parameters so that other people, like not just me, can make films under the parameters. And hopefully maybe I can see some people try some stuff. Who knows? But again, that video's coming. Um, hmm. I think I can. I think I'm gonna probably do that later today. Maybe tomorrow at some point. Huh. I don't know. I'll think about it or think about it. I'll figure something out. And it'll probably just be another impromptu live. So let's see. That's it. That's um I don't know what that. Oh, okay. Got that. Got that. Got it. Oh, yeah. That sounds about it. So yeah, guys. This is it. And for those of you who came over from Nine Nerd Yard channel, again, welcome. Hopefully, this gave you somewhat of an idea of what to expect. Just expect a lot of short films, a lot of weird films on an inconsistent release schedule. Please be patient. As I said, number three. uh, be prepared for me to take some crazy risks and understand that I'm just trying to just make content. That's all this is. I'm trying to make stuff. And number one, the ideas. Hey, oh my god, that scared the hell out. I don't know what that. I need to wrap. I'll go over it anyway. I'm not gonna go over everything again, but thank you guys so much for watching this. Whenever you're watching this, and please follow me on Instagram, Film H Studios, on Twitter, Film H Studios. And until then, oh, you know what? This is what I usually say, but like, until then, we never know when the credits are going to start rolling on our third act. So live live every day like it's around the corner, like your credits are about to start rolling, because there's no post credit scene, at least of my knowledge. But again, they don't call it a stinger for nothing. But guys, take care. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Bye.